everyone, this is Maureen Amari of Baking with Amari. In this channel, we share cake decoration tutorials, baking tips, and baking recipes. So if this is something you're interested in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button.
Hi everyone, so in this video I'll be sharing with you guys exactly how I made this mermaid cake, and you can watch the previous video where I shared exactly how to use this types of molds, especially if you're working on like sea themed or sort of mermaid themed cake. I shared exactly how to use it, but basically you just kind of apply some vegetable oil on this, and then you use a soft type of fondant to kind of mold this into the molds, right, with the shapes. And then after that, you just kind of take that out and let them dry, preferably 24 hours. If you don't have enough time, you can use an oven to kind of dry them out really quickly. So basically, these are molds that I had done already 24 hours a day. Actually had my baker make these before, and they look amazing and they're dry and you can actually be able to handle them. So now I am getting ready to decorate the cake. So I made 3 different types of colors. I was trying to look for like a tricolor effect with the mermaid, and so I did like an aqua blue, I did a purple, and I did a pink. You can also choose to just do blue and white or something like blue and purple. Depends on the theme of the cake that you're going to be doing. Since I wanted this to look like a sort of like a stripe, not really ombre, even though you can do an ombre, sort of like a striped cake, but I didn't want it to be so perfect. I wanted the colors to kind of meld into each other. So I basically just used a palette knife to apply the 3 strips, like the 3 separate strips of buttercream frosting. And if anybody's interested, we do have a buttercream frosting recipe in another YouTube. I'll be linking that on top here. Then on top, I just kind of applied the purple colored buttercream as well, just to kind of finish that off. You can also pipe this, by the way, with a piping bag and a large tip if that works for you. Then once you do that, you kind of do want to work on it and make sure it's like the same layer. And then after that, I just kind of covered with the color that was at the top, which is the purple. So you can just apply the purple on top instead. Whatever color you use on top is what I tell you to finish with. This is, of course, depending on whatever your order or your cake order is. So I just kind of smoothen that on top. But because I kind of wanted the jagged edge at the top, I am going to come back again and just kind of apply more frosting. But right now I'm just kind of using a longer palette knife to smoothen the top. And then I come back again at the top because I want that jagged edge left. And I just kind of apply again on top so I can leave that jagged edge on top. Now I like using a bench scraper to scrape the sides. You can use a palette knife or a bench scraper, whatever works for you. You do have to go through it a couple of times so that you can smoothen. And you might have to add some frosting where it leaves some holes so you can be able to smoothen again. So you're going to keep doing this until it gives you a nice and flat or smooth surface that makes you happy. So I did do this a couple of times because there, as you can see, there's like some spaces left. So if you're using a bench scraper, obviously this is something you want to do. So usually this is kind of like the tedious part of a bench scraper that some people don't like, but I don't mind it because it ends up giving me a really smooth surface. But you do need to use both a palette knife and a bench scraper because you have to kind of, keep going back and forth. So I've smoothened that and I'm trying to put up my mermaid tail because that's kind of like the main thing. Now it will not stick. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a toothpick or a skewer and you're going to, set it where you want to set it. So I was setting it where I actually wanted to sit. You don't have to do this, but if you have the aqua buttercream, you can kind of pipe next to the mermaid where it looks like the mermaid tail is splashing into water. I kind of liked that design. After this, I'm just going to basically place mermaid and sea themed things around. This is not from the mold, by the way, guys. We just kind of cut strips of the fondant and twisted them and then let them dry twisted. So it kind of looks like seaweed, I guess, something like that. Now, out of the mold, we have some seahorses, we have some starfish, and you just kind of want to randomly, but with a pattern, kind of place it around the cake. Now, I like buttercream specifically because when I stick them on top, they're going to stay put. So that's what I'm going to do. And then now after that, I've just kind of placed the sea shells and everything around. And then you can finish by putting pearls. This is like a pink themed, so I put pink pearls. You can put blue pearls, or you can get purple ones, whichever works for you. And the pearls are optional. You don't have to use this. I hope this tutorial helps you guys. I'll see you in the next one.